Hello, welcome to my new decluttering series. Over the next 10 days, you're going to get to know me very, very well and realize just how disgusting I am because we're going to go through just about every single room in my house and I do declutter them. So I am voicing over this because the audio wasn't great, so that's why I look a little bit weird in the background. I am sorry about that. But this is my fridge. I wanted to show you problem spot number one. This is a constant thing for me, except I particularly needed to deep clean this. I hadn't done it probably in 6 months or so. So it was pretty gross, pretty backed up with some nasty stuff. And I filmed this earlier in the year, but life got in the way and I just hadn't been able to edit this particular video. But I'm so excited that you're going to join us. As you can see, it's pretty disgusting. I had been taking some time off and I just didn't have the energy to deal with this. And so we will go through that and many other places. But as you can see, it is chaos. We have crumbs down the bottom, we have cut open fruit, and we have leftovers here in the corner. I was just saying that these two baskets in here, I've had in here for a number of years, but it just feels like it wasn't working for me anymore. I feel like things were getting lost up the back. I don't know why. It feels like kind of a new thing. I never used to have that issue, but I'm like, it's time for a change up anyway. So that'll be happening. We're going to move to the freezer, and as you can see, we have a lot of leftovers. I mean, that gelatissimo, no one's eaten in months because it didn't taste that great. And it's probably just as bad, if not worse. I mean, have a look at this. We could make a whole meal out of what's in the cracks of this freezer. I don't even know how that happens. I do know for sure that I've never cleaned this thing. Well, maybe once, but I've had this fridge for like 7 years, so that's kind of disgusting. But at least I know there's always a snack waiting for me if I do get hungry. But that is the chaos of both my freezer and my fridge. We'll tackle that later on in the series. But I will show you some of the new storage items that I got for this because obviously this situation wasn't working for me. I did fall down the TikTok rabbit hole and bought myself some of these just from Kmart. I think they were $7. And then I got this thing from, I think it was Kitchen Warehouse, like $15. I died when I bought that, okay? I thought it was going to change my life. Spoiler alert, it didn't. I do like it, but it's not worth it. They are now at Kmart for $7. So, love that for me. We're not going to judge when I show you this drawer. Yes, the junk drawer is junk drawing, okay? It's disgusting. It is overflowing. We have knives that are just loose in there and about to cause some kind of problem. So it's definitely high on my priority list to get done. And then we also have a ton of plastic bags at the back of this drawer. They're not even supposed to be in here. I had a peeler. What was a peeler doing in this drawer? I don't know. It's one of my favorite ones too. I'm gonna blame the children. Okay. I did want to get to this in the series. Spoiler alert, I did not. I just ran out of time, but we'll do that again together sometime. I have heaps more decluttering. Babes, we could declutter for years. I feel like I get on top of it every year, and then here we are making another series. I have plenty of them for you to watch, which I'll try and link below in all of my videos. And then we have ended up in my husband's domain. This is his spice corner, and by spice corner he has taken up a prime real estate, basically. Call it the Vaucluse of places, because this is in my way and it's something that I've been wanting to deal with. Because as much as I love how much he loves to cook, and I love benefiting from his cooking, this just cannot be here. I need it to be more functional than this, and it's like at great height too. So I want to work on this, see what we can get rid of, and then possibly move it, because I don't know, we're just not feeling this is working for us anymore, and it can definitely be a lot more useful. Okay, so our next space is my son's bedroom, and as you can see, it is pure chaos, okay? Because we had our setup here on our Montessori style shelves where we do a little toy rotation whenever I feel like it, basically. But since it was their birthdays and then Christmas and then, the start of the year, it kind of just accumulated very, very quickly. And so this is what you're looking at, right? 2 kids' birthdays, 2 kids' Christmases, etc. So I just decided to leave it there because there was no point in putting it away, because as you can see, the rest of this room, i.e. this cupboard, is a disaster, and I knew in order to be able to put anything else away, I needed to get through that first. So yeah, I'm showing you that I basically just stuffed as much as I could in here and said I'll deal with it another time. And yes, the time has come for me to actually work on it. So it's a lot of wasted space, much like the other spaces in my house that you'll see. So yeah, I am glad that we are working on it, and I'm actually going to be able to put away the stuff that they use, because there was definitely tons and tons of toys that they have just either grown out of or are no longer interested in. Honestly, this is a multifaceted cupboard because I have my gym clothes in here, my quilts in here. I have these big doonas as well, which honestly it had just become a nightmare because I couldn't get anything, and I felt frustrated because we weren't able to change the toys and my kids weren't interested in the toys, because obviously it's, there's only like 6 or so toys out and they're bored of them. And then this is my second lot of toy storage, which is getting a bit ridiculous. I just realized that my kids have grown out of a lot of toys. They still like to play, but definitely like they like to go do drawing and go and play outside. So it's not as much time spent with the little toys, and so I feel like I could completely clear that cupboard out. So this is my husband's desk space, and it is just not working for us anymore. As you can see, we have wires all over the floor, which I will get him to work on because I've already done it once before and it all fell down. And girlfriend, I am not in the mood to get on the floor. Anyway, I'll leave that for him to do. So these are the other little nooks and crannies that I want to deal with. Basically, these drawers that are so unorganized. Like, he doesn't even own that much stuff, and yet every single drawer is full of crap. And we don't need half of it. So we're going to work on this and get our life a little bit organized. Every single year, I try to do a declutter through each room, and you would be surprised. I know you're thinking that's a little excessive, but honestly, the amount of crap that one builds up throughout the year, especially with children, okay? Those kids want a lot of stuff. So we just end up with so much stuff at the end of the year. And so getting that done just makes it so much easier for any new stuff we bring into the house the following year. Anyway, we're going to move on to my car. Yes, it is always a disaster. As you can see, I do clean this probably like every week and a half to 2 weeks, I'd say, and it still ends up like this. We just are so in and out of the car all the time, and the kids bring in toys and they want snacks, and then I'm just like, let's get in the house, have dinner and go to bed. So we end up like this where it's just our life is on the floor of our car. And also our car seats needed a really, really good clean, so I will get that done. Okay, so this is the next little spot that I need to work on. It is mine and my husband's closet, and there's not really a ton that I want to declutter. Like, I know there's a few shirts in here that I don't wear and that my husband doesn't wear, and I would love the hangers because we do snap these quite easily. It's annoying, but I do love having it all kind of cohesive. And then I just like to reorganize this back into color order. So we're going to do all of that. My husband also has these little spots to himself. And then we just need to go up the top and clear out some of these because I feel like everything's just sort of spread out like little bits in each one. And I could have like a whole lot more tubs that are empty. Because right now it's just like miscellaneous stuff with shoes and like old jumpers and uniforms and that kind of thing up there. This is my linen closet, which you can see I am horrified by. Completely horrified by. Look, honestly, we don't even use these up here. So I need to go through it. I need to go through basically every layer and clear it out as best as I can because we have so much linen now. Like just would triple everything we have, really. And I feel like I have so much stuff and then I just don't use it because I don't know where it is, and like what are all my shopping bags doing back here? I'm sure I saw a Huntsman in here at one point, so that'll be fun when I have to do that. We're nearing the end of the random things that I need to sort out. So this is my daughter's closet. Currently it is just a mess, an absolute disaster, because we have old clothes, we have new clothes, we have overflowing clothes, we have stuff we don't even use down here. I don't know what this is. I don't know. And just all this wasted space. That's one of my biggest things lately is I've just been feeling like space and stuff, but it's not being used properly. So I feel like I have new things or whatever that I need to put away. and it's just not getting put away properly. So yeah, up here again, tons of wasted space. We've got all my, can't really see all my dresses. Like, God, I want to fit back into these. One day. It's happening slowly. It's happening slowly. This is the new stuff that I've also got to put away for my daughter. It's a mix of bedding and her clothes. And so then this is like the last space in her room that I really want to work on. It's just this horrific system. We're just holding on to it because like we love that it's our height. So if I'm doing her hair or whatever, she just sits up there and I can do it easily. As you can see, it just is an eyesore. Like, honestly, is it worth looking so ugly? Plus, I could give all this space. Plus, I could give all this space back to her. So, okay, welcome to my bathroom. It's a little echoey in here because I have no clothing, which is like a shock to me in here. But, yeah, you ready to see? I don't even want to show you. Oh my God. Okay. I really just want to micro-organize this because I feel like we had a good system up here that was working. It's just I haven't dealt with it in so long. But I feel like get rid of this bulky box and maybe do some of those plastic things from Kmart. It needs a tidy and a clean. It's nothing really too insane, right? Just my makeup. We might do a mini declutter. There's not much. There's not a lot in the bathroom that I want to do. It's just like tidying up mostly. It's just tidying up mostly. Say the best is saved for last, and boy have I done that for you with this particular one, okay? We're gonna save space, as the kids online like to say. We're gonna listen and not judge because this is truly a hidden secret, okay? And I think the most terrifying part is I did it a few months ago and it's already hideous. I'm about to show it to you. I'm gonna turn the camera around and you're not gonna freak out, okay? So just... How does this I'm not joking when I say in November I tidied this up. Isn't that insane? What are we, December, 3 months. That is diabolical. 3 months. Mostly because my husband and I both got new hobbies. Beekeeping. Yeah, anyway, you get it, as you can see. But he also got a camping hobby. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. So, anyway, I am really going to try and work on this time around getting containers and just trying to contain the crap. But also doing a massive declutter because... Anyway, I need to stop standing in that corner, but I'm also terrified because I don't think I'm the only one living out of this space. No, I don't. Anyway, tell me where the Christmas trees are. I don't want to. I don't want to tell you where it is because you know it's still in my house. It's just ridiculous. Truly is ridiculous. Like nothing, I say to my husband, nothing annoys me more when there's not a walkway. A lot of this as well we need to just get rid of and we just haven't done that yet. So anyway, as you can see, I've tried to contain the crap. I tried. So yeah, I need to clear out this space, stack all the boxes, get rid of some of this, like that top row. Why am I even holding on to that crap? Some of this needs to go. I have labeled, I like started labeling it all, but yeah, this is how it is again. This means I really need to try and be more organized this time around because 3 months and it's looking like this, darling. That just means it's not working for us at all, and it's gonna be a monumental task, but whatever, it has to get done.